Hello everyone, welcome to another math class. Today in our lesson we'll be looking at word problems on addition. Word problems on addition. Before we go ahead to look at some examples or ways we do that, first I would like to introduce us to the language of addition in word problems. And what do I mean by that? There are words in word problems that help you to know that this thing requires addition. In our previous lessons, we've done addition with regrouping, addition without regrouping, so I know that that is not an issue. But when it comes to translating word problems to mathematical problems and solving them, sometimes we could be confused. So first, getting you to know the words that will suggest to you what kind of operation you need to carry out, whether it's addition or subtraction or division or multiplication. Knowing the language will go a long way in helping you. So that's why I brought out some words that will give you a hint on what you are expected to do. So if you see words like in word problems, if you see something like in total, that is pointing to addition. Either they write what's the total amount of what, total, or in total. In total, he got, okay, that suggests you're supposed to do addition. Another language is in all. How many fruits do they have in all? Or how many fruits did she buy in all? That's suggestion that you're supposed to add everything together. Another language here is all together. All together. When you see this word in a mathematical problem, you know that you're supposed to do addition. And lastly, you have sum of all. What is the sum of all the ... whatever it is? Okay, so when you see all this total, in all together, sum of, you know you are supposed to do addition. Okay, so now we go ahead and look at some examples of how to tackle problems in word form. So here's an example. It says in a fruit market there are 15 apples, 23 grapefruits and 10 bananas. How many fruits are there in all? You come across a question like this, you know you're supposed to do addition. Okay, so we bring out the number of fruits so that we can add them. First, we have 15 apples, plus we have 23 apples, and then we have 23 grapefruits, and 10 bananas. So what do? We add these together. The important thing is to know the operation you need to carry out. So once the language is clear to you, you know what to do. We've already covered addition, covered subtraction. So in this case, we add 5 plus 3, that gives you 8 plus 0, 8. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1, that is 4. So that means we have 48 fruits in all. Okay? It's just simple. So all you need to do, like I mentioned, is get a hang of the language. Get familiar with the language, okay? Because there are some word problems that would be for subtraction, but if you don't know the difference when you're supposed to be doing addition, you could be doing subtraction. So let's take another example. Here is the second example we're looking at. It says there were 215 students in a school. If 107 more students joined the school, how many students are there now? Now I wrote in all also in bracket because it could read how many students are there in all, or how many students are there now in all. Okay, it can go either way, but there are some questions that could just stop here, could just stop in now. Now, why I took time to write in all, and I'm explaining now, is even in word problems that involves subtraction, this language could still be used. It may be a problem that requires the operation of subtraction, but then this language will still be used. How many are there now? It could be there were 15 books on the table, 7 were removed. How many books are there now? So this language could go for addition and subtraction. Now that's why I'm trying to put this. It could be read as are there now in all, or it could just stop here, okay? But what will help you to know that this is addition problem is the more here. That's why I underlined it. Is 107 more students joined. More means there is an addition. Okay? So this is very important. In case the question stops as are there now, this will give you a hint. More always means addition. Maybe we can add that to the list of the language that we say gives us hints on how to identify the problem that requires addition. Please add more to the list, okay? So let's go. We have 215 and then 107 more join the school. That's addition. So you have 5 plus 7, that is 12. From our addition with regrouping, we know we can write 2 digits here. So we write the unit number and we bring the tens number to the other column. 1 plus 1, that gives us 2. And then 2 plus 1, that gives us 3. So now it means there are 322 students. Now, there are 322 students in all. Okay, so we just take one more example and that will be that. All right, so the last example we have here reads, Ada has 95 balls, Jane has 109 balls, and BC has 73 balls. How many balls do they have altogether? How many balls do they have altogether? So again, note this language altogether. So we arrange and add. We have 95, we have 105, and we have 73. Please note the way I arranged my numbers. We have 2-digit numbers and we have 1 3-digit number. So, but whenever you are arranging numbers like this, make sure that the numbers that are unit numbers all align. The numbers that are tens align, and if there is 100, like here there is, it also stays in its own column. Okay? You don't try to write 1 here, 0 here, and 5 here. Okay, this is how it should be arranged. We always arrange from the right hand side towards the left. You must ensure that your unit side is always aligned and you work towards your left. So here we have 5 plus 5, that is 10, plus 3, that's 13. We regroup. So we write the 3 in the unit and the tens we bring it here. 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 0 is 10, and 10 plus 7 is 17 again. There is a regrouping. We write as 7 and we bring 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means in all, the 3 girls have 273 balls. Okay, so here is where we're going to call it a day. In our next lesson, we're going to look at word problems on subtraction. Okay, so like I mentioned, take note of the language. That is what will help you to know what operation to carry out, and whether it's addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So I hope to see you again next week. Until then, stay blessed and stay safe.